Hi, this is Bipolar Afterthoughts, and even though this has nothing to do with bipolar, I think that all the gays and lesbians and straights need a little bit of talk about Killing Eve's finale. So if you don't want to be spoiled, obviously this is not the video for you. But anyway, continuing on, um, I've come to appreciate the finale. In fact, I've come to very much like it, which I know is a very controversial opinion in this moment. Uh, Truth be told, there were people who thought that it was going to have a happy ending. Perhaps maybe Villanelle and Eve would be together, run away, what have you, and that was never going to be the case ever. This show was never meant to have a happy ending, and it did not have a happy ending. There are other complaints about it other than that, which I do view as valid, and I will be getting into those as well. But um, a lot of people are saying Yusuf and Pam were useless, and I completely disagree with that. Yusuf, first of all, taught Eve basically anything that she knows about combat. That's how she took down Gunn. That's how, in episode 1 of the season, she did the same move on Yusuf. And that's what she did to, like I said, take down Gunn. And, he was nice to her. He helped her understand things. I think without him, she wouldn't have realized just how badly she needed Villanelle. The pacing this season was amazing. There was tension. It wasn't a cat and mouse game, but how could it be a cat and mouse game this far in? Realistically, how could it be? And why would you want it to be, frankly? But there was tension. There was exploration, redemption of some sort, and the complete opposite for some characters. I'm looking at you, Carolyn. And you know what? I've read a lot, actually, about people saying that they thought it should have ended like the book did, which is ironic to me because when the book came out, the third one, the last one, a lot of people thought it was just written as like pure fan fiction, just pure fan fiction, which is ultimately what it was. And now you guys are saying that you want that to have been the ending for Villanelle to have faked her death. That's another reason why I'm using this video right now, is because it's Easter, resurrection. We could only hope, right? I do wish Villanelle had lived, but she didn't, and it served its purpose. The story writing in that, not, it's not like I wanted her to die. Um, but also, something that has upset the fans very much is the showrunner's opinion on what the ending means for Eve, and I agree that makes me angry as well, and I do not agree with it whatsoever. In fact, I don't even think Sandra Oh agrees with it, because I did not hear that in Eve's scream. I did not hear any sense of relief, any sense of anything other than pure pain and anger. That's all I heard. And what else would you expect, really? I mean, just the prior episode, she had said to Martin that, what was it all for if I've lost everything? And now she has actually lost everything, including Villanelle. And I have to be honest, from the beginning, I wasn't someone who thought, oh, they should be together. I wanted them to be together in some capacity. I didn't need it to be romantic or sexual. But I was happy to see it. It was amazing for the very short time we got to get it. But here's why I like the finale. The Villanelle dying. It's she pushed Eve into the water first of all, and she kind of saved Eve in a way by doing so. That gave her a better chance of going further in under the water. Now, my complaint about this is that we did not get time to feel the pain and the loss going into it about Villanelle's death it happened. She died, and then Eve comes up and screams after we see that Carolyn kind of set it up so that she could remain on top. It's like, oh my God, that just happened. Oh my God. And then it goes from that to, because I was speechless after the initial airing of the episode, because there was no time to digest it at all. And now that I have had the time, I think it works. I think they definitely needed to extend the season maybe to 10 episodes. Oh, and more. Okay, back to Pam. Sorry about that. Remember, bipolar afterthoughts. I am still manic. Yeah, I know. Lucky me. I did not like her at first. It wasn't until Constantine's death that I liked her. After that, and then she went to Carolyn, and she even questioned Carolyn. She stood up to Carolyn. She said no to Carolyn, which I even surprised Carolyn. And I still love her as a character too, by the way. It's just the fact that she had Villanelle killed. I don't know. It fits her character, though. That's what you can't argue, is that, you know, with what Carolyn did, it fits her character. You can't say the writers were, that seems cheap, because she would have done that. And frankly, I want to know who the shooter was, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. It obviously was not Irina, because to shoot someone with this, obviously it was a sniper, and to shoot someone who's underwater that far away, even with a sniper rifle, you need to be very skilled, and there's no way Irina is that skilled, even in fiction. I mean, not in my opinion, anyway. Having Villanelle have blood coming out of her shoulders and looking all angelic, basically, I did like that. I liked that metaphor. I liked when I didn't like that they couldn't touch, but I did because of that metaphor. There were so many metaphors this season. Frankly, there were missed opportunities, and the biggest, as I previously stated, was not giving the viewers any time to have the mourning period for Villanelle's death. Other than that, though, one of them had to die. If it was going to be realistic on any level, one of them had to die, or both had to die. I couldn't see it where both of them lived, if it was realistic. And I did want both of them to die. Here would be my ideal ending, okay? If they're going for tragic. It would be, you know, they hug as they do in the show, and then Villanelle gets shot, and the bullet goes through Eve, and they fall to the ground of the boat, you know, onto the deck, and they're bleeding out. They realize they're dying. They look at each other. They tear up. They say some final words. I love you. And we watch them die together. That would have been so amazing. And I wish that is the ending that we would have gotten. The ending we did get was good. Solid 8 out of 10 for me. I told you that my next video would be better, and I do have better equipment. I still don't have a better background. I still don't have a better personality, and I'm still not more organized. But that will come, I promise. I'm just trying to get the hang of it, get used to the camera. You know, this face needs some. It needs something. Yeah, I'm not comfortable in front of camera, but anyway. That was Bipolar Afterthoughts. It's going to be a podcast, and the podcast will feature a guest, and the guest will be the primary focus. And hopefully by then I'm not manic, you know, because it's very hard to do things like this when your head is like this. And if you're not bipolar, and then you don't understand, and that's fine. Then I'm just talking gibberish, which I'm probably doing anyway. But really, Bipolar Afterthoughts is for anyone with any kind of mental affliction, you know, anxiety, depression, all the countless other ones. Because the topics that will be covered on here are going to be sporadic and kind of unfocused for the most part anyway. But the ones on my podcast that I'm starting very soon are all going to wrap around mental health, no matter the subject that the guest chooses. It will be about mental health, and whatever topic they choose, even if it's as simple as a chair, it'd wrap around to, okay, well, how does that affect your mental health at the end, basically, but not with such a direct question. So, happy Easter. I wish that Villanelle could be resurrected like the Jesus that she was. She was a god. And Eve, well, honestly, she's screwed. She's screwed. Because there's no way she's going to be happy now. And there's, like I said, in my opinion, there's no way Jodie Comer or Sandra Oh agreed that Eve would be happy at the end. But that's just my opinion. I'm not them, but I did not hear victory in that scream that the showrunner claims they tried so hard to get right. Anyway, please like, subscribe, don't share, and I will continue to get better. See you in the next one.